Okay, so we are answering another question. Miss Alicia asks, I need some daily wearing wigs to work help. She's wondering if she should wear the same wig, different wigs, same color. What should we do? How much should she have? And so we're going to answer her question right now. So if you're wondering about wearing wigs to work, then this is the video for you. Let's get to it. First, I would say when you're wearing wigs to work, especially if you start wearing wigs once you've already worked a place, I would kind of look into what is the culture, the standard around just dress, hair. Is it conservative? Is it business casual? Like, just know what the standard is in terms of regular dress and things like that, which would also apply to wigs. Now, wigs is going to be more like hair, but for instance, it may be fine that you wear different wigs, but you should still be able to be identified and look like yourself. I was fortunate that I worked in a nonprofit that didn't really care, and I wore a different wig to work every day. Now, some of my coworkers were annoyed with that at first because they were like, we never know who's in the office. We never recognize you. Once I got used to it though, I remember there was one time when I came in and I had worn the same wig 2 days in a row, and someone pulled me aside by the copier and was like, are you okay? You're wearing the same wig you were wearing yesterday. So it was like the walk of shame, but with wigs. So I would say maybe go to HR and have this conversation, especially if you're wearing wigs and you've already been working at a place. But overall, the number of wigs that you should have, which ones you should wear to work, is going to be largely determined by your comfort with wigs. In terms of the number, I would say consider how long you work, how many days in a row you work. So if you work a traditional like 8 to 5, you might want to have, maybe 3 wigs that you rotate, whether those are the same exact wig in the same color, or maybe you go with like one style where it's a straight style and then you have something that's a little bit more wavy and then maybe a little bit more curly, and then you can rotate through it. It would just be like you curled your hair or there was a slight wave or you didn't straighten it that day. I think that's another thing to consider is, do you want people to not know that you wear wigs? Maybe that's actually the first part of how to determine how many wigs and what wigs you should wear. If you don't really mind, then you can kind of branch out a little bit, but if you do mind, that's how I would go. I would get ones that are similar style, similar or exact same color. You can get the same color from different brands. Maybe get one that's straight, maybe get one that's a little bit wavy, maybe get one that you can clip up. But overall, I would say, are you okay with people knowing that you wear wigs? I literally wore a different wig every single day, but I was also a wig coach and a wig educator, so like that made sense, but that may not make sense for you. If you work a job where you work maybe 12-hour shifts, like my daughter-in-law works, and she works 12-hour shifts. She may not work as many days a week, but she does work long shifts. If you work at a job where you might get hot or sweaty, you might want to have a couple more than normal so that you can just rotate through. Maybe you wash them on the weekend and then you can just, move right along, right? If you work a job where potentially you may have to dress up here and there for different meetings, or if you have to be on video for something, you might want to have the wig that you wear to work and then a similar wig that is styled and updo on like a mannequin head so it's ready to go, especially if sometimes you're not really sure when those type of things might be happening. I would say that that is a good little piece of advice for that. In terms of how many wigs should you have, think of it as like work clothes, right? You should have enough wigs that if for some reason you don't get a chance to wash the wig, or if you are in a situation that you weren't expecting, like you went to lunch at a Mexican restaurant or somebody near you smoked and that your wig now smells and you have to wash it, have enough wigs that you can have a backup, right? And also consider the fact that the more wear, the more wig maintenance, even continual washing, putting heat on it, styling products, all that, it does shorten the longevity of your wig. So you're gonna want to have enough that you can rotate through and make them last longer than they would. You can certainly wear the same wig every single day until it's raggedy and you can't wear it anymore. And that's totally fine. You can do that too. Ideally, I would say if you are wearing wigs all the time to work and you work a regular 9 to 5, I'd say have 3. whether they're exact same 3, maybe it's 3 that are similar in color, or maybe, like I said, it's 3 where one's wavy, one's straight, one's curly, one has bangs and one doesn't, so that you could do different styling looks like you would if you had your bio hair, right? So that's my sort of answer in terms of what do you need, how you should wear wigs at work, things to consider. I would say consider your culture, consider what you're going to be doing, the activity level that you're going to be doing. If you frequently would put your bio hair up, or if potentially it would get hot, or you're doing some type of work or moving stuff or whatever, you know, have a wig that you can pin up. I am wearing Fortune from Main Attraction. I am on a working vacation. And so this one is short, but I'm able to like pin back the front or wear it down, and it's a mono top, so it was pretty versatile. That's the other thing, is consider the cap construction. If you get a mono top, you can do more things, part it different ways, and you might want to have that available for your work wig. But in general, that is what my answer is. Hopefully that answered your question, Alicia. If you have any thoughts or comments about this, especially if you are someone who wears wigs to work regularly, put that down below. We want to have the conversation about it. And if you haven't joined our private Facebook group, you're going to want to do that. It's on Facebook. It's called Tia Maria's Wig Hangout. We don't do any drama in there, but we do support. So when you come to Tia Maria Wigs, you're not just coming for the wigs, you get the community, and that's really my main focus: community, education, and support. Okay, so you're going to want to join that private Facebook group. You're going to get not only support and answers from me, but support and answers from many other wig wearers, people who have been wearing wigs a long time, people who are newbies like you, just all of the things. Okay, so if you haven't thumbs up this video, please do so, and hit the subscribe button for more content. I'll see you soon. Bye.